In today's video, I'm going to have one of my good friends, Sharif, who's also a mixing and mastering engineer and an industry professional, critique one of the beats that I mixed and dropped on my channel. You don't want to miss it. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Banger Girl, and I'm back with another banger. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you, and if you're returning, welcome back. I hopped on a Zoom call with one of my good friends, Sharif, and he happens to be a mixing and mastering engineer, but he's also an industry professional, and he was kind enough to critique one of the videos that I mixed and dropped on my channel. So if you haven't watched that mixing video, make sure to click this link right here in the corner above my head and watch that video before you continue watching this video. As I've said in previous videos, I'm really trying to take mixing and mastering seriously. I attempted to learn mixing way back in the day. I don't think I was a strong enough producer to kind of embark on that journey, so it just went over my head. But now I feel like my production skills are up to par and I could focus on the next phase of music production, in my opinion, which is mixing and mastering. So I feel like this video may be helpful for those of you starting your mixing and mastering journey, but I also feel like it may offer some help to those of you new to beat making and music production. So as always, please hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, share this video to your friends, your family, your mom, your auntie, anybody who's willing to watch. I greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get it.
Now I didn't have the Valhalla. I gotta put it on. I gotta get.
Yeah, it's just a reverb.
Yeah. So I just changed it to the RC.
Banger Girl.
It's really right now so far. I'm gonna finish playing, but so far I want to address it right now. Everything is sounding good. There's only really one thing so far.
Okay.
And I've been here the whole time. I'm like, okay, wow, that's right. The kick drum is nice. The bass is nice. They sitting right with each other. Awesome. That kick knock is like a nice knock. Nice. The drums good. The melody, the brat, all that. The dum, dum. Awesome movement with the hi-hats. Awesome. It's reverb. A little drum verb will give this a little bit because it's dry.
Okay.
It's very dry. And certain tracks need that. But reason I'm saying with this particular track, a little verb for the drums, and I'm the one in particular snare and the hi-hat a little bit. Maybe the kick, I'll see it, but just because of the melodic, it's very ambient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got this ambient, and it's nice.
I layered the snare, like, because one was, I don't even know if I layered it right, because one was like, it was like thin. So I like try to keep the high of one and then the low of the other.
Nah, it's smacking.
Like you solo, you probably sound like trash.
Nah, it's knocking. It's knocking. It's
I mean,
nice
like,
smack. And it's nice.
You the industry pro, so
it's nice where it is. And in this track, because of the nice ambient,
yeah.
a lot of things you got going on with the chords and the roads and all that stuff. and it's not, but it's a nice snare pop to keep the head. It's hip hop.
Knocking, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we still need that thing, whether it's a little side stick, a finger snap, it could be another sound, you know. It could be, it don't even have to be a snap, but it's that thing that keep time, that additionally keeps time with the syncopation. And because you got that snap is nice. So I'm gonna add
a drum verb.
Yeah, I'm gonna just add a drum verb on this. And you know, I mean, even
my
just
first
even
one that you said sounded decent. It's progress.
this is, yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm like, okay, it's sitting right. It's sitting right. You can even use like the drum. I mean, we got all these, you know, all this stuff from everybody, all these plugins and stuff. But the verbs that come with that's in
the spaces. You know, I don't really know how like reverbs work. I just
would make it sound decent to your ear.
But I don't even know. Like, okay, I think pre-delay is like right before the delay hits or something. Like low spread, high spread, that's kind of low end. Like it probably spreads the lows and the highs, right?
Yeah.
But even like this is like a lot. Like I gotta learn the reverb.
Right.
Because
and
even
I think
with the length and the size, the length is how long the reverb sound like goes for, I guess.
Yeah, the length and the size is how it reverberates in the room, the space, in the space that it reverberates. Right? So it's either gonna be, it can still reverberate in a small space and like or it could be the bigger room. You know what I mean? So when you think reverb, just try to think of all the rooms, the places you at, whether you know at work, in the train station, you know.
Yeah, like I understand the sounds. Like,
you understand that. So
like the bathroom, people love to like record in bathrooms.
So when you look at this, and the biggest thing is what you already know, you know what that is run stuff through it. Space Designer, the thing with the awesome thing with Space Designer, because it's two reverbs in one. It's impulse responses and it's synthesized impulses. So sampled impulse responses, that's these, the IR, sampled IR, which these are recorded in, you know, convolution reverbs, recorded spaces, real spaces. And then the synthesized one is digital reverb. You know, this is all, you know, zeros and numbers and stuff, you know.
So I know that there's no like set, but like, okay, you notice how like on drums, people kind of use plate verbs. Like, is there like a certain, like if I'm doing melodies, go with like a whole, and if you're doing, or it doesn't, you just kind of.
Right, so think of reverb. Do you want something impotent? So you say impotent. Intimate is you want the reverb to be something that's less space. So a short tail, smaller room, where it brings the music sounds, whatever you're playing through it, sounds a little bit more closer to the ear. It has,
okay, I get that.
You know, it has some reverberation.
Versus like a stadium, which is like huge.
And hall is gonna put you where things sound a little bit more out there.
Like spacey.
Like some ambient strings or something, or chords, or a voice, like background vocals or ad-libs or something like times. And you want those little ad-libs to sound like they're coming from over here, you know, you'll run those through a little hole or strings or chords or stuff like that. Small rooms, medium rooms are always good for lead vocals, lead instruments, you know, guitars, you know, the lead melody and things of that nature. Backing or supported instruments, you know, things that are going to be more choral, things are going to be more harmony type stuff, you know, big string, you know, those things are a little more larger rooms. Between medium and large room, halls, rooms, plates. Plates have always been used forever because that's something that real drummers, that's what they used to use. They used to plate room and reverb on that. So that's come from like using real drums. And, you know, hip hop, we were sampling all these real drums from records that they were already using these reverbs on.
Reverbs, yeah.
So we kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of, our ears got used to that kind of thing. But, you know, now with, you know, technology, you got, I mean, almost every reverb known to man, shit that ain't even real. That don't even exist on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And Space Designer is incredible. scenery. You know what I mean? It just it enhances the color. It gives it a nice little splice. Like it's like, oh, you're looking at a white room. You can still keep the white room, but you add a dash of color on one side of the wall. Something not too out there, like a nice pastel or something. A corner of the room and another corner room. It just now it made the room stand out. Like, oh, and a picture here and a picture there. Like, damn, you did something different to the room. It just like has this vibe. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening with that. Like, that was the only thing I'm so far. Yeah, now it's in that zone with the melodic. They got reverb on it. That, oh, I love that. That's great. Nice. Your arrangements is fire. Your arrangements is fire.
I'm trying to get better, Sharif.
You're a songwriter, so you know,
I know,
like,
I be trying
there's,
to, you know what I mean?
there's an artist, a
I be
vocalist,
trying
that be
to
like,
challenge myself. My biggest thing is just consistency. I don't know how. That's just. I haven't made a beat in like like a month, but
that's good. You got so much music. That's the thing. When you feeling it, you go. Because
I know.
But then you focus
It's
on
like getting back on the horse though. Like I'm like, I need to start making beats because I want to get into a groove, you know. But
right.